Welcome and thank you for joining us for our final episode in our 4-part concert series. I am Lieutenant Celine Gordon. Over the past 3 shows, you have seen performances from the Jamaica Military Band, the ensembles, and our pop band. For this episode, you will have the pleasure of experiencing our composite band. This series would not be complete without paying tribute to the highly esteemed Major Joseph Williams OD, a pioneer in Jamaican music and the history of the Jamaica Military Band.
I am Warrant Officer Class 2, Thomas Brady, and I am the longest serving member in the Jamaica Defence Force Band. I joined the JDF of July 1988. I was posted to Bravo 1st Battalion, Jamaica Regiment, Bravo Company in July of 1989. Then I was posted to the 1st Battalion, Jamaica Regiment Band, where I spent 32 years serving in the regiment. The regiment band is somewhat a part of the regiment in which we not only did music, but we had to also did the normal routines as soldiers, patrols, guard duties. But music was the essential part for us in the regiment, also doing ceremonial parades and scaly parade indoors, preparation for parades on the outdoors. My experience in the band was somewhat an adventure. I remember when I came to the regiment band, I was introduced to the trumpet, and the bandmaster said to me, "Can you play the trumpet? And where did you learn to play the trumpet?" And I said, "I used to play the trumpet at York Castle High School before I came to the JDF." So he gave me a trumpet and said, "Let me see what you can do." Little did I know that the guys beside me, they were top trumpeters. And I started to play, and it was a laugh in the band room that morning. And he took a book, Funway Bandsman book, and he said, "Play me this piece of music." I remember the name of the music, Amazing Grace. And I tried to play it, but I couldn't read the notes. And I remember the bandmaster said, "Not even Amazing Grace, but you will learn." I remember going out on band engagements. In those days, in the 90s, it was truck. You had to drive on truck from Kingston to Negril and back. And it was pure dedication and the love of it that would keep us doing it, because it was rough on those trucks back in the days. The road surface was not good, and it was all about trucks because there was not much buses in the system at the time. Armed Forces Day Parade is one parade that the bands look forward to, because this is the time when the JDF is on show. We show off, yeah, and we play a lot of military music on the parade. And it's one of those parades where you want to be on. You don't want to miss an Armed Forces Day parade. It's a one time a year parade. So we look forward for Armed Forces Day parade. We invite our families, they sit back and they see all the equipments the JDF have to offer. And we just play marches and enjoy Armed Forces Day parade.
Coming up next, a tribute to the late Major Joseph Williams. Major Joe B. Williams, a former director of music of the Jamaica Defence Force, was born in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, on the 2nd of March 1933. When he was 10 years old, he moved to Kingston and lived with an aunt on Tower Street in central Kingston, from where he attended the Wesley All-Age and Kingston Technical Schools, among others.
Living in central Kingston, he became familiar with the Jamaica Military Band, which was stationed nearby and played regularly at the world-famous Myrtle Bank Hotel in Kingston. Williams was impressed by the picturesque sight of the band marching down Rosemary Lane in their Zouave uniform to go to their engagements. On the 14th of February 1951, he joined the Jamaica Military Band, which was a part of the Jamaica Local Forces, as an apprentice on the clarinet, serving through the various stages of the apprentice to bandsman.
Daddy at home was, to me, everything. Daddy was that person that would walk me to my room when I'm ready to go to sleep. He's that person that would listen to any story that I would have coming home from school growing up. He was that person that was always there for me, reliable, dependable. He would pick me up from school, and he was a stickler for time. So I would know if he said he was coming at 2 p.m., at 10 minutes to 2, he would be there waiting. So he was very punctual, and it's something that he instilled in all of his children, that level of discipline, reliability, and just dependability. So to me, he was that solid rock, that comfort.
He was a very kind-hearted person, loving person, loved his family very much. He was twice married. His first wife predeceased him, and I came in the picture, and well, we stayed together until the end.
Music was a part of his everyday life. I remember days where we'd be at home, we'd just be singing, we would just be listening to music. He actually taught me to play the flute, so music was in everything. For us with music, we would be driving in the car and he'd be playing a song and we'd all burst into song, harmonizing. With music as well, he would sometimes just turn something on the radio and we'd be dancing at home. So there was a way to introduce music in all aspects of our life.
The Jamaica Military Band became a part of the Jamaica Defence Force after Jamaica gained independence in 1962, and the members were now under full military command.
Hoisted over the stadium. Sir Kenneth Blackburn was soon to be Governor General, the higher rank in accord with the new status of Jamaica as full member of the Commonwealth. It is likely that before long he will be succeeded by a Jamaican, and who better than the 78-year-old Sir Alexander Bustamante.
In 1962, Joe composed a march entitled Independence Day and did the first military band arrangement of the present Jamaica national anthem entitled Jamaica Land We Love. He did this for submission to the committee appointed to select the Jamaica national anthem.
And after the applause came the emotional rendering of the Jamaican national anthem.
Shortly after becoming a part of the JDF, Joe was selected in 1963 to represent Jamaica at the trade fair held in Chicago, USA, where he spent 1 month. On his return to Jamaica, he was greeted with the good news that he was promoted to the rank of sergeant. This news was the start of more good news to come, as in 1964, he applied for and received a scholarship to the Royal Military School of Music, Neller Hall, England, to be taken up in April 1965.
He spent 3 years in England furthering his music, and he was chosen the best overseas student for the year. And everybody was so proud of him. He came home and was a member of the Jamaica Defence Force and Jamaica Military Band.
I did study at the Royal Military School of Music, Neller Hall in England, for 3 years, and he really enjoyed that experience. I think that experience laid the foundation for the musician that he was. It's on record that he had to play 10 instruments, and he did so ably, but his favorite was the clarinet, followed by the saxophone.
And everybody knew him because of the way he approached people, he approached his music, and was a well-known person. And the national anthem is attributed to him.
I was very proud of him, very, very proud of him. He would never miss a beat to let someone know the role that he had played. And, it's such, as you said, an important part of history in terms of the role that he played, being there in 1962 when Jamaica got independence. It was really spectacular. So I really was proud to be his daughter.
Returning to Jamaica in 1968, Joe was promoted to the rank of Warrant Officer Class 1 and was appointed bandmaster of the Jamaica Military Band in November of that year, thereby becoming the first qualified Jamaican to be appointed to that post. Under the leadership of Bandmaster Williams, the Jamaica Military Band made its second long-playing record in 1970 and continued its wide range of local activities, giving public concerts in the corporate area and across the parishes.
After 6 years as bandmaster, he was commissioned in the rank of lieutenant in 1974 and appointed the first Jamaican director of music. Jamaica Defence Force, another first in his career.
As the director of music, he would have led the Jamaica Military Band on tour. Many countries the band would have visited under his leadership. I recall a memory of him sharing that he took the JMB, the military band, to the Super Bowl 13 in Miami. At the halftime show, they played there, and he was very proud of it. In fact, we got the record recently, the LP, to hear the band play. And as director of music as well, he would oftentimes lead the band at shows at Hope Gardens on a Sunday. So the family would go out and watch and listen to the band play. And it was really good seeing him in his element, because he loved it, he enjoyed it, he gave his life to music. So it was something that was just a part of him. Mm-hmm.
And he was given the keys to the city of Kingston.
Right.
When he returned to Jamaica after one of his trips there.
I remember one morning, the regiment band was the band that the director of music would have come and test any music that he has written. And I remember he came in the morning and with the music, and I was there looking at my bandmaster told up. And he said, "Brady, have you seen anything new around here?" I said, "Yes, sir. I saw this officer and I don't know who he is." And he said, "Don't worry about it. That is Major Williams. You will see him many, many more times." I remember sitting on the stand, and he came to me and he said, "What instrument you play, young man?" And I said, "The trumpet." He said, "Would you like to try the saxophone?" I said, "No, sir." He said, "Why?" He said, "Sir, I don't like the saxophone, sir. I like the trumpet." And I remember he took the piece of music that he wrote, and he gave me the trumpet part, and he said, "Play this." And I couldn't start. And he just smiled and he said, "You will learn one day. Play the saxophone." And I said, "No, sir, the trumpet." And he said, "Okay, I understand. You're adamant that you want to play the trumpet." And I said, "Yes, sir." And he said, "You will learn, and I will be here to see that you learn the instrument." I remember we were doing a parade, and Major Williams came over. Then he heard the trumpet playing, and he came over and he said, "You remember me?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "I remember now because I'm hearing the trumpet." "Well done, lad. Didn't I tell you that you'll be playing this instrument?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Continue. You will learn." And he always, whenever I have any encounter with Major Williams, he always said, "Practice, Brady. You will learn."
He served the Jamaica Defence Force and the Jamaica Military Band for over 40 years and retired in 1995. His last parade in uniform saw him presiding over the most prestigious ceremonial parade in the British Commonwealth as the Director of Music, the Trooping the Colour Parade in the presence of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II at Upper Camp on the 2nd of March 1994, which happened to be his birthday. At this ceremony, Joe had the distinction of conducting the massed bands and drums of the JDF with over 100 players.
As a nation, we're really proud to have known him, such a great musician, composer, arranger. There was really nothing in music that he couldn't do. It's really a humbling feeling for us to know that when people speak of him, they speak so proudly, so fondly, and in terms of what they consider his level of greatness, his achievement. And for us, he maintained his humility through it all.
military tattoo is a crowd-loving spectacle which armed forces around the world celebrate. The performances are out of this world and really something to look forward to. It is an exciting display for all ages.
We're not frightened of nobody, but we respect everybody. And we better than everybody. So we will run with anybody. No boy no better than we. No boy no better than we. They want me down and say, them no better than San Francisco. On the back and I'm talking. Something. And the back and I'm talking. And the back and lick chasing. Hey, conscious me, but me no have none. This way, and you find out this out, man, them have none. Me a little promise and run. So I think.
Who's your team? Cheer them on. Here come the wheels. Engine and gearbox. Do we have a winner? We have a winner, the blue team. Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of the Jamaica Military Tattoo 2012.
The term tattoo is derived from the Dutch phrase doden tap toe, turn off the taps, which was communicated by drumbeat and later by bugle call, and warned innkeepers to turn off the beer taps and soldiers to return to their barracks for the night. Today, it has evolved into an elaborate display of lively marching bands, precision drill movements, and dynamic military displays, as well as performances by other organizations and agencies normally executed after sunset. There have been 5 tattoos in Jamaica's recent history: 1933, 1953, 1968, 1983, and 2012. These were signal events which received national acclaim for their entertainment value, meticulous organization, and consummate professional execution, and had the effect of building the confidence of performers and spectators alike. In recognition and celebration of Jamaica's 60th anniversary, the Jamaica Defense Force will stage the Jamaica Military Tattoo 2022 at the Polo Field in Upper Camp over the period 29 June to 3rd July 2022. The Jamaica Defense Force will produce and present a world-class cultural event featuring local and overseas military and civilian performers, characterized by dynamic and exquisitely executed performances, guaranteed to thrill the anticipated nightly audiences of over 9,000 spectators and ultimately directly impact over 1 million persons by the time the event concludes. It will depict the chronological growth and development of the JDF from 1962 to present, but it will not ignore its antecedents and the beginnings of the military in Jamaica, while also projecting our future relevance. Traditional and non-traditional partners who have contributed to the success of the JDF have also been invited to participate in the Jamaica Military Tattoo 2022. The tattoo itself will be an event within an event, as the performing area will be complemented by a tattoo village featuring static displays by the various units of the JDF, partners and key sponsors, interactive information points and activities, memorabilia outlets and a food court, as well as other critical administrative centers. The Jamaica Military Tattoo 2022 will seek to inform and reassure the public and our men and women by showcasing the JDF's capabilities and contribution to the nation through performances by the land, air, and sea elements of the force in multiple dimensions. It has been designed to showcase military precision, stimulate Jamaican patriotism, educate spectators, strengthen relations with local and international partners, and enhance the commercial leverage of our sponsors.
In my 33 years of service, I've experienced one military tattoo, and it was hard work. I mean, you are doing over 200 hours of rehearsals for a 15-minute shot. And it's from morning till night. This is something that you want to attend, you want to go to another country and be a part of their tattoo. Because it's easier, because you just take your 15-minute slide and you go. But when you do it in your country, there is so much rehearsals, it is taxing. But at the end product of it is so good to see the many different bands from different countries and what they have to offer for you for a military tattoo. It is a movie live show to be watched.
Sadly, we have come to the end of what we hope was an eye-opening and ear-thrilling 4-part experience for you.
From the Caribbean jazz melting pot to the eclectic mix of ensemble pieces, to the energetic beats of a pop band session, and to culminate with a soul-stirring dance with a composite band. This was our concert series to you.